Alright guys, today I'm working on this gauge cluster. It's been brought in to me by a customer. It's been in a car crash, so there is no display clock or trip that shows up onto their display settings. Everything else works. So we'll show you how to fix this. So the problem is associated with the eeprom that's on the back of this circuit board here. So the eeprom that I'm talking about is this one right here. This one right here. So that's 93C66VI. So first of all, we need to remove that and replace it with a newer one right here. These ones can be found on eBay or AliExpress. And then we'll have to reprogram that through this module here. And I think the new kilometers, I think it said that the old mileage was 56,719, and the new one is 73,000 that we need to program it to. So we'll show you how to do that. So first stage is that we remove this this eeprom right here, this little chip, and then we'll get rid of that. We'll put this into this little board here, and that board goes into my little programmer, and we'll program that to the new mileage, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and heat up this eeprom here, and we'll take it off the circuit board. Let's see how we go. Alright, I think that should be molten enough to move out of the board now. Yep. Okay, so we've gone ahead, removed the chip from the board, the eeprom chip. Now we go ahead and place that into this board here. Now when you're doing this, be careful of, there's a dot on top of the eeprom that has to match up with that little white dot that's there. So make sure the orientation is the right way. And then we take that and we'll plug it up into this machine here. I think it's a cheap $30 machine that we bought off eBay just to give it a try. And we'll go from there. So we'll solder that into that, and that will get plugged into here, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we've gone ahead and removed the eeprom from the board here, so that's where it sat originally, and we've gone ahead and soldered the old eeprom into this board here. Now the reason I've done that is I want to be absolutely sure that that mileage that's shown, that says old mileage there, is absolutely accurate, and then I got to code this new mileage. So what I've got to do is first of all check if that's the mileage, that's exactly what's on there as described by the customer, and then I'll remove that chip. I've got a new one here, we'll put that one on here, and then we'll program the new mileage on there. So the way we go do this is, so we go into, so we get out of here, we go into cars and trucks, and then we come down so we can find Toyota. There it is. We click into that, and then we'll go ahead and look for Hilux. There it is. Alright, C66, plug 1, so that's port 1, plug 1. And we go ahead, let's see if it gives me any reading, if anything. Okay, so we've got a new reading on here, so we've got 56729, and as told by the customer, it's 5671. Alright, so I've gone ahead and soldered a new eeprom chip there, and now it's time to program the new mileage. So we're going to cars and trucks, we'll come down till we can find Toyota. Okay, there it is there. Go into that, and then we'll come down and look for Hilux. There it is. Go into that. So it says to plug port 1. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this will give us a new reading, so that's 17 kilometers on this chip here. So now we have to code in 73,000. So we go 7 3 2 3. Okay, so now we press that, and now it's given us a new reading of 73,015. So we go okay. Now we'll go ahead and recheck this, see if it's written the correct data before we solder that back into the board. So we go into Cars and Trucks, come down till we look for Toyota. There it is, click onto that, and it says select model, so we'll come down, look for Hilux, and it says plug 1, yep. Alright, so we'll go ahead and solder this on now. So there's the eeprom there. Okay, just run it over them. Okay, just make sure that you have good continuity between the pins and the pads. Okay, and that's it. So now we put this back into the car. Alright, cool, so I've gone ahead and plugged this back into the car. Now we'll turn the key on, and there it is. Now we'll go ahead and start the vehicle up. Okay, and we check all of the functions, indicator, lights, and so forth. Yeah, there it is. So nothing's flashing, mileage is there, 73,000. Yeah, and that's how it's done, pretty much replacing the eeprom, and fixes that problem there. Now I just want to make one thing very clear. You know, please obey the rules. If you're doing this to manipulate your mileages, that's very wrong, and it is illegal. So please don't do that. This should only be carried out if the vehicle mileage has stopped working, or you know, and so forth, or the cluster has stopped working. But do not use it as to, you know, if you're changing mileages and so forth, for diesel taxes and so forth from there. Hope this video has helped someone out there, and thank you for watching.